Hello guys, welcome to the channel Simplifying the Economics. So I decided to make this video because one of my subscriber asked that how can we start preparing, and I am not getting the correct process. I am not getting like how to start, where to start, and I think this is the most common problem that we all face towards the start of our banking preparation or insurance exam preparations. So this video will be all about that, how to find the correct direction, the correct path, how to get started, how to buck up, and how to complete the syllabus within a short span of time so that we get enough time to practice the mock tests. So please watch this video till the end, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. And I am thinking also to make another video regarding what materials I follow, what materials is good for different subjects. I will cover that in next topic, but for now this video is for beginners. So those who are confused how to start preparing for that, please watch this video till the end.
Hello, before starting this video, I want to remind you all again that this video is just for beginners and those who are confused about what to start, where to study. Please follow this video till the end. I am sure it will be a great help for you guys. So let's get started. The first step is to make a list of exams to focus on. Obviously, when we are preparing for banking exams, first we need to make a list what exams we need to study for, what is our aim, what I wish to achieve. And there are various exams such as IBPS PO and clerk, SBI PO clerk, RRB, that is Regional Rural Bank PO clerk, LIC AAO, RBI office assistant and grade B, EPFO, NABARD, SEBI and private banks. So there are various exams that we will give in a particular year in the exam season, and you just make a list of that so that you can be motivated by saying like I have to work hard for it. So before doing anything, make a list of the exams and don't just focus on one particular exam. Like many people, if they put for SBI PO, they do not put the fill up the form for SBI clerk or IBPS clerk or something like that. But don't do this foolishness, because we are giving one particular exam and we are getting one chance in every year. There are lakhs and lakhs of students who are giving the exams, and in any phase, like even in prelims, mains or interview, we can get cut off at any phase, and we would be disheartened after that, like we have no option left and we have just wasted 1 year of our time or like 6 months of our time, and we would be so disheartened. So please don't keep one option with you, keep multiple options with you. Prepare for multiple exams, that is our goal, and to crack one of those exams. Okay, that should be our motto. Moving on to next, then see the pattern of all the exams, and after seeing the pattern, find the common subjects. We all know the common subjects for all the banking and insurance sector: aptitude, reasoning, English, banking awareness, current affairs and computer also in some exams. Then we need to focus on very important subjects such as aptitude, reasoning, English and current affairs in the first, because from the first day, that is the day one itself, we need to focus on this four subjects, because in prelims we are getting aptitude, reasoning and English, and if we clear the prelims we would definitely be getting current affairs. And before preparing for prelims, we would hardly have 15 to 20 days. So don't do that foolishness and leave current affairs for the late or later on, but start preparing current affairs from day one itself. And less important subjects such as computer can be focused later, just before the exam. Don't like bang your head, and don't waste much of your time on those topics which are on which exam like questions are coming on in very less number. Rather, like we need to focus on those subjects and topic from which we are getting plentiful of questions. So this is my tip for that. Moving on to next, now make up your mind to give first 2 months wholly to cover aptitude and reasoning chapters. Now this is very important. Like don't start jumping onto mock test from the day one, like I'll do everything, I have the capability, I will do everything. No, There are people uh, who are trying to prepare for the job for since 1 to 2 years. So you can't just jump into it and expect that you'll do good in those tests. You will only be left disheartened if you do that. So first make up your mind to give first 2 months wholly to cover the aptitude and reasoning chapters. In first 2 months, focus on only the aptitude and reasoning chapters. If you want to know what kind of questions that are coming, what pattern of question that are coming, rather than mock test, only focus on previous year questions in those starting of the 2 months only. For different exams, you can know the pattern, you can know what questions are coming from which chapters. So without giving mock test in first 2 months, focus on the previous year questions. Then coming to the next, after covering most important topics in the first 2 months, so in 2 months we would have covered like 70 to 80% of our syllabus. After that we would be comfortable in giving the mock test. So after covering, then try giving mock test. Give 1 to 2 mock test at first in a week. At first try to give 2 or 1 mock test in a week, and increase it to give a test every alternative day as exam closes. When an exam is just 1 month closer, try to give mock test in every alternative day, because it is very important. We need our hand to have that practice, that speed, that accuracy. So make sure to give alternative every alternative day an exam, a mock test. Don't forget it. Don't, and also this is very important, don't neglect English subject, because I can assure it that it is very mark fetching subject. Practice 1 paragraph related question and 10 error questions every single day. Try to solve 10 error questions. Try to find like what is the reason behind it, what is the logic behind each and every error question. Practice 1 paragraph related question. You can also know various new words and vocabulary. So please give 30 minutes for English every day, 30 minutes to 1 hour every day. Those who are weak in English, focus English like for 1 to 1.5 hour. I'm telling you, you can score 25 plus in English. It is not impossible. I'm telling you, it is not impossible. Just try this. The next is tips for aptitude. Focus on mathematical calculations. Do not use the calculator or try to solve every sum by calculator or mobile phones or any other gadgets. Try to solve every sum by hand or in mind. Okay, first we'll be a bit slow, but it becomes better with practice. Try to remember the squares from 1 to 5 and cubes from the numbers from 1 to 9. It can, I can't tell you, it is so important. It will just save a lot of time while you are doing the approximation questions, simplifications questions and all that. You can save like more than half of the time if you remember this. And another important point is, do not try to mug up all the tricks. Like while aptitude, I have seen that many online and offline platforms are giving tricks for every question, but please don't do that, because when you face the real question, when you see the real question, I'm telling you, you will mess up with the formulas and you'll mess up with all the tricks. So remember just a few tricks that are really useful, but rather than that, stick to the basics. And the next is practice, so that you can get better day by day. And finally, I want to tell you that I was also in your place the previous year. I was also confused before starting where to start, what to study, but I have taken small steps. So can you. It will really boost your confidence. So set small goals and realistic goals. Don't go for studying 10 and 12 hours a day. Study for effective 3 to 4 hours in a day. Concentrate on those subjects, and you'll be good to go. You'll be into the rat race before you know it, and you'll be able to compete many other students. Good luck for those who are starting their preparation for banking exams and insurance exams. I hope this video would have helped you in some extent. Thank you.